What's the deal there, everyone? Welcome back to the studio. I'm Jeremy Deal, and you see a bunch of sliders in front of me, so you probably think that's what the video is about, but it's not. I know you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. This is originally what I was going to talk about today, because a lot of you have been asking about sliders, so if you're one of those people, just look out in the future. It is coming. But I had to kind of step back and talk about something that's been driving me nuts. As I mentioned, you saw the thumbnail, so you know what this is about. I'm not one to speak negatively on products on my channel. 9 times out of 10, when you see something reviewed on my channel or talked about on channel or something that I recommend to you, it's because I actually used the product. I enjoyed using it. I thought it was of a decent or high quality. And once again, I stand behind it. I'm not going to show you anything that I don't enjoy. Now, that being said, there is one thing that I have recommended to you in the past, not paid for or anything like that. Once again, none of this is sponsored content. This is all just actual reviews coming out of my pocket. But Envato Elements. Now, I want to start off by saying I was using Envato before it was Envato Elements, when it was just all separated up into Theme Forest and Audio Jungle. I don't know if those still are separate, but now they have Envato Elements, which is a full plan that gives you a gambit of a whole bunch of stuff. And I've talked about this product a lot of times on my channel. I've recommended it to you a lot because it is a very budget option for those of you just trying to enter the field. It gives you so much for the money you give to it. But if you are someone using its music in particular to create videos, I can personally no longer recommend this product, and I'll go through exactly why I'm changing my stance here. Now, you should know since 2019, I've been a paying member of Envato Elements, and I just got the notification that my subscription was coming up, and for the first time, I said cancel, I don't want to renew it. Let me walk through my problems. Now, if you're like me and you create videos for clients, then the audio selections you use really matter, and the rights to those audio selections matter the most. Well, Envato Elements is different than most other music licensing platforms, or at least so I've recently found out. What makes them so different is the fact that they allow their artists to actually sell and use that music elsewhere to make more money. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. That's awesome. You want your creators to make as much money as possible from the things they create. I support that 100%. Where I don't support it is when me as the paying customer has to suffer the consequences for those actions. Let me tell you about what happened. So actually, it's not about what happened. It's what happened so many times that I had to cancel my subscription and I now have to make a video about it. To say this has happened more than 30 times would be an understatement. I think it's close to 55 to the number this has happened. So I've used Envato Elements for our music for a really long time. I just went through all the backstory of what's going on here. And so I use the same kind of 10 tracks a lot for my audio selections for real estate music, because that makes it very easy for me to turn and burn these projects simply and get them delivered on time for clients. This is awesome. All I'd have to do is join onto their site, press the button again, say, hey, I'm using this song again, download the rights for it, send those off to my agent or whoever my client of choice is, blickety blam, I'm done, right? Well, the fact that these music creators can use this music elsewhere means that later on they can sign up with different agencies. And what this all boils down to is the fact that for the past year, I have been getting music swipes or music takedowns, I guess, for my YouTube channel for all of the songs that I've used. And these are back since like 2019 and 2020. These aren't recent. So I guess maybe there's a lapse of time of a few years when YouTube allows you to create another music choice, like say, hey, this is my music. But this is what happened to me. And this happens a couple times. It's not such a big deal. But once I hit on like 30, it becomes a big deal for me. And I've messaged Envato. I messaged them so many times and got so many generic responses from them, basically saying they don't care at all. I know it's not the prettiest thumbnail in the world, but the only reason they actually responded to me at all was because I sent them the thumbnail that you saw and clicked on for this video. And I said, hey, I can't take it anymore. Once you music strike my stuff, it's enough. But once you start music striking my client stuff, that's when I become a huge pain in the ass to deal with. not only are you striking my client's music, but I had 3 separate tracks straight up revoked, even though I sent in the licensing information. 1 was mine and 2 were for clients. 2 clients' works that they paid me to create, they can no longer use on YouTube because of this whole scenario with Envato Elements. Now, there are other programs out there or other sites out there that allow you to use music. Since this last one has happened, I have not used Envato at all, so it's been months. I should have made this video months ago, but I decided to wait because I'm not one to talk negatively about things entirely on my channel. I hate doing that. I'm here to inspire you. I want to inspire you to create things. I want to inspire you to create business. Go out there and make money for yourself. I'm not here to rag on products when they're garbage. If they're good and they're on my channel, it's because I stand behind them and I think they were solid. And if they are absolute garbage, I'll never talk about them because that's not really what I'm here to do. Once again, I'm here to inspire and to create. But this it went too far, for lack of a better term. So as something that I've recommended multiple times in the past, just know that going forward, I can never ever recommend this music product in particular. I can't say anything about any of their other services, never had any problems, but the music in particular, I will never, ever, ever use again for commercial paid. I won't even use it for myself anymore. I won't even create a YouTube video with it anymore. That's how bad it is. And the funny part is after all those generic responses, I send them out this thumbnail and I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm making a video about how trash your service is and exactly what it's done to my business. Then all of a sudden, I'm getting emails from higher ups. They're asking me to get on a phone call with people from their department to see what they can do to make it better. It's obvious what you can do to make it better, bro. Just don't do this. Don't allow people to strike music that they've paid you for. I paid you for this music and I can no longer use it. My clients can no longer use it. Once something's been copyright stricken and taken down like that, there's no going back and reapplying. It's just gone. They either have to re-upload the video or just deal with the fact that it doesn't have that sound anymore, which in real estate cases is 98% of the entire thing. So now people have to watch their real estate video with no sound at all, or I have to come back 4 years later and redo parts of it because this house was so beautiful as part of their portfolio. Man, I hate griping. I picked red because I'm vibing on it right now. This is once again, this is not something I can recommend anymore. I personally have been using Artlist over the past probably year and a half, and over the past half a year have used nothing but Artlist. Like I said, Envato is in about 22 days gonna cancel its subscription on me for the first time since it started. So that shows you how bad it is. I've been with this company since day one of their Elements program. Since they were allowed to charge monthly, I signed up for it, but never again. Man, I hate griping. As always, keep rocking and rolling, enjoy what you're doing, make smart business decisions, and let me know if you've encountered this issue with Envato down below in the comments. Yeah, that's about it. Catch you next time. Man, it took me a long time to make this video. I really didn't want to talk about it, but I mean, since I brought them up so many times on my channel, I just had to. I had to tell you, I can't, this is why I'm here. I'm literally just here to recommend stuff to you guys. So don't use it. And if you're curious, I'm using a different lens today. This is the Zeiss 24 to 70, I think, something like that. T2. So it might look a little different. Let me know. All right. Catch you next time. Peace.